Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Party Podcast, where we give you all the hottest sports takes with a little bit of lifestyle and cultural impact. It's your boy D Lamp.
Hey, it's your boy Melo.
It's your dog Huncho.
And it's your boy Jay-Tay. What's good, everybody?
Good, fellas.
What's going on, y'all? What's the word?
Man,
Bro, living life, feeling good.
Chilling, man. Can't complain, man.
yeah.
How y'all
just
weeks been, man? How was y'all weeks looking this week, man?
busy,
That went
bro?
fast. I ain't gonna lie.
It low-key did go fast, bro.
It's already Thursday. I feel like we was just recording.
July's
I ain't
been
gonna
one
lie to
I
big
swear, when you
blur.
busy, it's
bro,
flying.
this summer we almost in August, bro. Like this whole summer have been.
Bro,
No,
Crazy,
we will be in August. When this episode drop, it'll be
When
August
this drop,
1st.
you right.
Oh, yeah,
it will
yeah.
be. Yup. Yeah. See, we in August.
Yeah.
It's
Crazy.
the first of the month. Get up,
Wait,
get
wait.
up, get up.
Hey,
It's the
wake
first.
up, wake up.
Make sure y'all pay y'all rent. Make sure
It's
y'all
the
pay
first of the
y'all
month.
rent. Look, pay y'all rent, y'all.
Exactly.
They trying to lift the moratorium,
Get
so they gonna be
those
trying to
bills.
evict people. Pay y'all rent. Pay your rent. And if you need some assistance,
look, you
reach
mi-
out and get some assistance.
Look, you might want to find a spot. They talking about another shutdown coming. You might want to be secure where you at.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Another wave. That's crazy. But speaking of the first of the month and how fast things been going, what episode is this?
With 19.
19.
Dang.
Boy, we hey.
Is it who were 19 in the league? Was Rajah Bell?
Bell did wear right 19.
Hey, this
Wait,
episode
who you
Rajah
say?
Bell.
Raja.
I'm taking y'all back. Rajah,
Oh, Rajah Bill.
the quote unquote Kobe stopper.
Stop it.
Yeah. Shout out Rajah Bell, bro. Episode 19. Like I said, we got good
Episode
energy starting it off.
19,
I'm
man.
already
Yeah,
feeling
let's
good
get it.
about it.
Y'all trying to
Let's
get
get
it
it.
cracking?
For real.
Let's get
Let's
it.
get it going.
All right,
Yes,
let's
sir.
get it, man. Well, so as a lot of people know, football season's right around the corner. You know, we going into that season of the year, and every year, you know, it's a game that comes out that is connected to football. Madden, the Madden NFL franchise series. You know, they have every before the game comes out, they always have like a week, you know, where they're revealing like ratings and everything, and that's very big to show like who's gonna be like the 99s and who's in the 99 club. So let's just take a look at some of these overalls that people will rank. You can just look through them, see if y'all agree, disagree. They got it separated in terms of position. I know they got safeties, cornerbacks, defensive linemen, running backs, quarterbacks, receivers. Well, I don't think they did quarterbacks yet. But they just coming out with them day by day. So this is what they got so far. So let's start at the top, Remy. Remy got it pulled up for us right now. Let's start with safeties.
Look at Remy.
Shout out Remy. You already know. Let's get it out the way early, man. Let's just get it out the way early.
Flyer
Flyer
pop,
pop, flyer pop. You know what I mean?
Flyer pop. Shout out to Flyer Pop.
Get it
Beginning
out
of the
way.
show.
Yeah,
Yes,
let's just
sir.
get it out the way, man.
Y'all,
That's
when
how-
did
that's how we
ratings
build it.
become such a like big thing? Like I'm trying to figure
Bro,
this out.
since social media, bro, because now people can express how they feel on whatever rating they got. I want to know who was the first person. Like, I don't know, I can't remember, but I feel like somebody was like, 2K need to change my rating, or I need to, or I did this to get my rating up in
it
2K.
was it was Whiteside.
Yeah, it was Whiteside.
Whiteside. He said he just wants to get his 2K rating up.
Man.
That's
He
crazy.
was like,
how
what motivated
ratings-
you to get your contract with everything? Honestly, I just want to get my 2K rating up. And that was
That's crazy.
That was a while ago.
That was early 2000. That was right after he left the Heat, or not the Heat.
When he
Yeah.
When he joined to the Heat, but he had left the Kings. He was
Yeah.
with Isaiah Thomas.
Right.
That's
But,
crazy. And I swear, ever since then, everybody been making a spectacle of him.
And now, like you said, it's a whole week and dedicate everything. Even with both games with basketball and football, it's a big thing to have the rating reviews, and you can see online now. The interesting thing with Twitter is players from any sport can voice their, like y'all said, voice their opinion on what their rating is, and
Because, like, if you look at it at the end of the day, like, that's how these execs from 2K, Madden, that's how they look at you. Like, you don't want to
Yeah.
be the dude that's rated a 76 when you think you a 89 or something.
seriously. What we starting off? We got safeties first, man.
These safeties, man. We're gonna start with safeties. So they got Tyrann Mathieu, number 1, 95 overall. Buda Baker, 93 overall. I'll just do top 5. 3 they got Devin McCourty, a 92 overall. And then tied for 4th is Justin Simmons with a 91 overall. And then next I want to say it is who's can you scroll down real quick, Remy? Jesse Bates, and then 6 is Jamal Adams. Yeah, so do y'all agree, disagree? What y'all think, man? I see a couple problems already.
I'll probably put Simmons at 3. That's probably what I'll do. And put McCurdy under him.
What's the love with Devin McCourty?
Yeah, bro. I don't know what it is.
What's the infatuation with Madden and Devin McCourty, bro?
I don't know. It's always been like that. I will say Devin McCourty's not like, I'll give him maybe like a 90, but 92 that's high praise, bro.
He's pushing it.
Yeah, bro, because
he is one of the best safeties in the league.
Bro, I'm not saying he bad, but it's like
Remy highlighted it.
Yeah, so he highlighted he's one of the best zone safeties.
But no shade to the zone. No shade to the zone, though. But, like, when you play with the Patriots, I mean, you could be really good in the zone, you know?
Right. Especially when you got Gilly Lock on one side.
Facts.
That's the only thing that stick out to me. And maybe I think Jamal
gotta be lower. Jamal need like 91, bro.
He needs to stay healthy.
There it is. Yeah. I think Jamal. Yeah. I think they can't rate him on what he can be. You know, because think about who they used to have really high in this was the safety from the Chargers, but he keep getting hurt.
Derwin.
Yeah, Derwin was a top 5 safety in Madden for the last couple of years. See how far down Derwin is, if he even on here. I would be surprised if they even put him on here. Yeah.
No, they ain't put him on there.
I'm about to say after Jamal, I can agree with everything else.
Yeah, I can see that.
Eddie better step it up this year on me. That's all I know.
Yeah, we can keep it pushing.
Let's see corners.
Yeah,
Okay.
We just was talking about this.
Yeah, you already know who they got number 1. If they had anybody else number 1, that'd be a problem.
The top 3, right though.
Yeah, I agree.
Top 3, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those who are listening, the top 3 for cornerbacks is Jalen Ramsey with 99 overall. He made the 99 clubs. Stephon Gilmore, number 2, with a 97 overall, and then number 3 is Jair Alexander, with a 95 overall.
I like Trey White. I gotta see more tape
he is
on
cut.
him.
He is cut, but I'm kind of glad that you sent me that tweet a couple days ago, Melo, because there go that man right there, Xavier. I feel like Xavier got to be above.
Yeah, he's underrated, bro. Like,
but
yeah,
he don't. The only reason he down there is because I feel like he jumped on the scene as a zone corner. He ain't really been able to kind of break that, that label, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, but ain't let me not misspeak when I say this. Ain't Trey White man corner, huh?
That's why I gotta see a little more tape on him. I think let's see what they put on there for him. I know that he's capable of doing both. Yeah, look, see what he's
Jair zone corner too, ain't he?
No, Jair man,
Jair's
Jair, man.
Yeah, he man. I ain't gotta read Jair to know what Jair is. But Trey White, but I just say he can do a little bit of both. They got him at his 4th in man and zone, so he's right. Even in their rankings, he's right about 4th in both. So he can do a little bit of both. His just ceiling in is high. He hasn't played as high as those top 3 guys though. I mean,
he's gonna have an opportunity this season too, though.
Heck yeah, he will. That he will. That's why I said I'm not disrespecting him. I'm holding him right there. I ain't gonna say that he can't. He shouldn't be there. I'm gonna hold him there. But it's time now. When you get to that spotlight level, it's a little different, right? Like the Bills are expected to win some games again this year.
Yeah. That's 98 man coverage. All right, yeah, we could. Golly, I ain't
keep going.
I ain't throwing a knot near one of them.
I don't know what James Bradbury did either.
That's crazy. Dolphins got two corners in the top 10.
Now this I have a problem with.
Yeah,
I already got a problem off rip. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you.
that
Go
right
ahead.
there.
Go ahead.
Leave that
Speak
just
on
right
it, Jay.
there.
Speak on it, Jay.
So the top 3 is Christian McCaffrey at 1 with a 97, Derrick Henry, Titans 96, and then Nick Chubb with a 96. Derrick Henry should be the best running back in Madden.
Christian McCaffrey should be below Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry.
I agree. And that's no shade to Christian. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, my thing is when Christian balled out the season previously, they were 5-11, and he was injured this year, and they were 5-11. So
honestly,
it don't take away from his talent, and he can catch the ball. Christian can catch the ball. You know, you can put him in slot. He run out the backfield and catch the ball for you. So that's the only thing. But Derrick Henry, the best running back in football.
Bro,
Yeah,
okay. I am happy that they put Joe Mixon at 88, though. I am happy that
Joe Mixon, yeah.
I'm happy they showing him some love. Christian McCaffrey need to be like 4th. Honestly, I'm putting Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry should have been 99. Honestly,
Definitely. I think Derrick Henry should have been a 99 too. I agree.
Nick Chubb should be like 97.
Hold on, go up real quick, Remy, to Henry again. It should have been a 99 overall candidate. He remained 2nd overall for the second after busting onto the scene. So yeah, they know. But even the
what do you mean busting onto the scene?
He should have been another 99 candidate. Like even the writer said that. I mean, that's obvious, dude. But
that don't matter when you got AJ Brown and now Julio Jones. So that don't matter. His lack of dual threat.
He carried an offense last year.
Right, he's the threat.
Yeah.
He's the threat. What you need to be a dual threat when you're the threat? You're the threat.
Christian McCaffrey should be like 95, and then Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, and Dalvin should be above him.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm putting Dalvin above him. I think Alvin Kamara should be higher if we looking at Christian McCaffrey in that light. So
yeah, I look at Alvin Kamara and Christian in the same realm, but honestly, I like Alvin better than Christian. That's just me.
Dalvin Cook, he a dog.
I'd probably put. I don't know, bro. How you feel about Dalvin Cook 4 and Alvin 5?
I don't like that. I put Alvin at 4.
Okay.
Only honestly, bro. But this is again why Alvin gets disrespected, bro. Like Alvin probably the only thing that probably differences Alvin and Dalvin, is because Alvin Kamara is known as a versatile running back, so he's used in the receiving game a lot. So his rushing yards and receiving yards are, when you look at them as their own, they both look somewhat average in like the realm of both those positions. But when you look at him as a whole and his position as a whole, he's a dog. When you look at Dalvin's rushing yards, he has outstanding rushing yards for a running back, but Alvin Kamara doesn't. So I feel like that's the only like difference between those two.
And I just don't think that's fair on Madden's part because context matters in sports. Alvin Kamara play with Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? That's a pass first offense. So he ain't gonna have a whole bunch of opportunities to run the ball when they got Drew Brees throwing for 5,000 yards every season. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like Madden needs to recognize.
Let's not disrespect Alvin either. He carried that offense as well.
No,
They didn't have Mike Thomas last year, and Drew was.
And they not gonna have him this year. They're not gonna have him this year.
Drew was out last year as well. He was injured towards the back end of the season. Obviously, came back and was officially done by Tom. But I mean, Alvin. I told Van this, man. I think Alvin had a very underrated season last year.
Preach.
Alvin should have been.
He carried that offense. Seriously, he carried that offense.
Yeah, we could keep the scrolling.
Yeah, you can get to the next group. Curious to see what Saquon do coming back. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. All right, next we on defensive lineman. We got Aaron Donald, of course, 99 club for the 5th straight year in a row. Following Aaron Donald, we got Fletcher Cox, which is a 5-point gap between Aaron Donald and the next player. Fletcher Cox is a 94 overall. Chris Jones is a 92 overall. Following Chris Jones is DeForest Buckner. Thought so. This is my first time seeing this list too. DeForest Buckner, he has a 92 as well. Cameron Hayward, 92, and so on and so forth. And Calais Campbell still cracking 90.
Yeah, but he ain't really do too. I mean, he was okay last year, but he wasn't. You see, it said he went from a 95 to a 90.
Whoa, hey, hold on, keep scrolling down real quick, Remy. That's wild.
Which one?
Is this like all D linemen?
Yeah.
It's crazy just not to see J.J. Watt in her. That sounds wild.
Well,
wait,
edge
rusher.
He might be an edge rusher.
Edge rusher. Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Those were just interior. Any thoughts about the interior? I think the interior for the most part.
I think
they straight. Aaron Donald is the only one that matters. I'm kind of iffy on Chris Jones, but we gonna see this season.
You iffy on Chris Jones?
With the money dispute and everything, I'll probably give him a 90.
We gonna see because they're gonna need him this year. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, they're gonna need him for sure.
Gonna need him this year. The rest of them I'm pretty cool with. Defensive line, it's not. Whoa, here we go. Whoa.
They got my boy in number 2.
That's heavy hitters right there.
I'm about to say that's your for a little quick back. Okay, so we looking at edge rushers now. As for those who know, Khalil Mack is an edge rusher, and on Madden, Khalil Mack is a heavily drafted player by Melo. What you think of that? What you think about that top 2, man?
I'm not worried about it. I like it actually. I think Myles Garrett is. You take away his incident. I mean, Myles Garrett was evolving into arguably the best lineman as far as edge rusher in the game. I can't disagree with it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at Myles being there, but Khalil should be a 97.
I think, honestly, though, if TJ wouldn't have got hurt, see who remember, can you scroll down and see who he's tied with? If he wouldn't have got hurt, I think he would have jumped Khalil, though.
Chandler Jones.
There go JJ.
Oh, and J.J. Watt. He tied with J.J. Watt, too. Oh, and Cameron Jones, 93. But, yeah, J.J. Watt, 94, too. So, there's 3 people for third.
I think T.J. Watt got a chance to jump a couple spots.
Yeah, T.J. Watt is a dog.
T.J. jumping up for sure.
I think the Bosa's have a chance too. Nick Bosa do.
Yeah,
Nick was injured last year. He'll be higher.
Yeah, some of these is hard because we just spoke on the 49ers. You can see they got a player on here that didn't even play half the season. And he was 90.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty good with this list for the most part.
Here we go.
Wide receivers.
99.
Alright, so for wide receivers, we got 99 club Devontae Adams, which that's unanimous. 2, we got DeAndre Hopkins, 98 overall. 3, we got Tyreek Hill tied at 98 overall. And then 4th, we got Diggs with a 97 overall. And then 5th, Julio at 95 overall. Michael Thomas needs to be bumped down, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Keenan Allen should be above him.
Michael Thomas needs to be.
Go ahead.
Keep going for me. Oh my god.
Look, I'll take all of them over Mike right now.
Oh.
I'll take Allen
Allen Robinson can
Period.
Mike Evans needs to be bumped down.
Only one I wouldn't take over Mike is Amari. But the rest of them that was behind him,
Mike Thomas need to be like a 89.
Seriously, look, Mike then.
I'm over it. I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. Keenan need to be like a 95.
I don't know with the infatuation. I wanted Cooper drop 1 rating after 2, potentially more. I don't know, bro.
Cooper need to be like an 89 too.
Cooper only play at home. Like that's crazy. 92. He paid like he top 10, but
Mike Evans could be like a 90 for me.
91.
Nah, Mike. I think Mike could get Mike could have a good season this year because now he done had a full offseason. You could tell he ain't never been forced to play the position. So now, like, he struggled because he didn't know, and he didn't know how to check out the routes when he saw the blitz coming from his side. You know what I mean? Tom Brady get throwing picks because he thinking that he might know he the hot route because the dude coming off you. He don't know to turn around and be ready for the ball. So things like that, the timing stuff, I think it'll get better this year, and I think we could see Mike resurge up to about 94, 95.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
That's it. That's a good. Hey, it's Madden right around the corner, bro.
Yeah.
We got to get everybody on Madden this year.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get 22. You know, I ain't played Madden in forever, so I'm definitely hopping on the wagon this year.
Hopefully, hey Madden, I hope y'all coming with it this year. As a Madden fan, I want to speak for all of us. We are sick and tired of this crap that y'all keep putting out. Y'all better come out with some nice, well put together game that does not just display the graphics and effects of the game, but actually plays like a real game as well. We got games from freaking 2005 and 6 that's still better than what y'all putting out right now. Y'all better figure it out, man. Figure it out.
And that's Huncho Spotlight.
You know what to do with it.
Straight from the party.
You know what to do.
Straight from the party.
Hey,
but
he said he had enough with what you call Madden 20, Van? And then Jay, go ahead.
Stretch 20.
Stretch 20, bro.
Stretch 20, bro.
Stretch 20. But to keep it on the topic of football, y'all know we breaking down all the conferences. I mean, all the divisions leading up to the season. So this week we going into the AFC West, and fellas, we just gonna do this a little differently, man. I just want to keep this an open forum, and we just gonna talk about it and get through these 4 teams and keep it pushing in the show because we got a lot of good content. So we gonna start with the Kansas City Chiefs. Last season they were 14-2, fellas. We saw them lose in a Super Bowl. They worked hard to revamp their old line. You know, they got some key pieces still there. So the big question with KC is, they gonna win a Super Bowl? How y'all feel?
I said a long time ago it was gonna be a possible rematch. I ain't gonna fold on it now because they kept on. I mean, everything coming back. Everybody healthy. I ain't got a reason to say no.
Team.
I want to.
Now's the time for redemption. But go ahead, Huncho.
I was gonna say I want to say rematch, but
you ain't gotta do it yet, bro. I'm just saying. I'm referencing something old I did. We gonna have an episode for that. We gonna make our Super Bowl picks later. But for me, at least in that question, I don't have a reason not to think that they're not going.
It's really, honestly, they got to figure their defense out, bro.
Yeah.
They defense, and I mean, yeah, granted, you got freaking Chris Jones, y'all line, on paper, your line is good, and then you got Tyrann Mathieu leading your secondary. But at the same time, I think they had like the worst red zone defense. I can't even remember where they were ranked, but it wasn't good. But they not tripping because they know that, shoot, I got Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill on the offensive end of the ball, so they gonna handle business. They could care about whatever they let up. They know they offense.
As long as their defense don't give up 30 a night, 30 a Sunday, they're good, bro. But you know you can put in 35 for
scratch in, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but shoot, the last 3 games of the season, they freaking. I think they was only involved in like one score difference games or something.
So was it the defense fault they scored 9 points in the Super Bowl?
You said what?
They only scored 9 points in the Super Bowl.
I mean, but and that shows you a perfect example of their defense not being able to handle business. And then
but that's the defense fault they scored 9 points?
Say it again?
That's the defense fault they only scored 9 points?
No. I'm saying that's putting the pressure on. That's putting a lot of pressure onto your offense already, especially if your defense can't stop them. Like, it'd be different if their defense was coming to play and they didn't give up 31 points. You know what I'm saying? But their defense wasn't even on nothing. So the fact that they already giving up all this on defense and their offense ain't answering, then that kind of goes against the whole whatever they used to. Like
Well,
they
we
used to
just
their
gotta-
offense being able to score.
I was gonna
But
say
here-
we gotta
here-
remember this is. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
I was just gonna say this to both y'all points. I feel like they've been in the Super Bowl the past 2 seasons, and we've had these same questions for the past 2 seasons. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like even with the defense, you know, they have time to come together and everything. We do have an extra game. You know what I'm saying? So they got an extra game to try to get that bye and everything to give them some time. But my thing is, I mean, they got Patrick, bro. I mean, they got Patty Mahomes, man. But that's what I was gonna say. You know, I feel like now the AFC is a lot more stacked, and I don't feel like they're gonna be. I feel like they're gonna be dominant, but I just don't feel like all these 14-2s finna be happening. I feel like they got some real competition, and he actually has some real competition in this division. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get to that. So,
Man, so wait, I got a question. I mean, but finish.
No, I was done. That's all I was saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they've won the AFC West for the last 5 years, right? I believe so. Are they winning the division again?
Let's say that for the end. Let's say that for the end. Keep that question. Keep that question.
Gotcha.
Remy, we could go to the next one. I think we.
Say,
Go
man,
ahead. Melo gonna wrap it up, and then you can switch it.
and we can move on. Just remember, even though the defense has been a lot more bend don't break over the last couple years as far as their philosophy, it seems, this is only the first time Pat Mahomes didn't score double digits in you know what I mean, in his pro career. So we do have to take into account, their defense has been shaky, but at the same time, that's been the formula the entire time Pat Mahomes has been there, and they've won 60 out of the 80 games they played. Their defense was a little bit better now the year they won it. I'll concede that. The year they had the best defense of those years, they won the Super Bowl. I will concede that.
Yeah. Facts. We keep pushing, Remy.
Yeah.
KC. Next, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Raiders had a subpar season, and it's the Raiders are a weird team all the
They
time.
are.
You used the perfect word to describe them.
Yeah, they're just a weird team. So, fellas, like, what are y'all expectations for the Raiders? I mean, they were 8-8 last year, you know. So, I mean, just with, you know, we got some key additions on the field. So, you know, as we'll talk about them. But, you know, what's your expectations for the Raiders?
Well, if they average 30 points, if they give up 30 points a game again, they won't be 8-8.
What you say?
What they gonna be?
If they give up 30, defense continues to be a question mark after the Raiders allow 29.9 points per game. I just use that as an example of a terrible defense. 30 points a game. They only scored. Now the difference between them. The difference between 14-2 and
I knew where you was going.
and 8-8 is their offense only scored 27 per game.
Right.
They missing 2 points a night.
Right.
So Jalen said it best. They're a weird team from the standpoint when you think they turn the corner, they take 3-4 steps back.
Yeah. They the Dallas Cowboys of their division.
They
have talent. They have talent. Like they have talent. Josh Jacobs is a beast. I think the Kenyon Drake signing was amazing. I mean, like, you know, people can say what they want about Derek Carr, but I was reading something about fantasy football, and they were just talking about how the Raiders always have like top fantasy players all the time. You know, because they
Derek
like
Carr,
27 games.
I had Derek Carr last year in fantasy. He was straight. But I feel like the additions that they got, I feel like that will not necessarily push them over the hump, but I feel like that will help them a lot. I feel like having John Brown will help them.
Yeah.
But they still need, in terms of their receivers, they still need a number one. I don't really, unless Henry Ruggs is able to develop. Me personally, bro, I would honestly just consider running Darren Waller at receiver because they already put him at receiver a lot anyway. If you just move him
Well,
out,
he
to
was a
them,
receiver.
I mean, yeah, but they use him at they. I just put him at receiver specifically, and then find somebody else to play tight end, and make him attract the attention and put him as the number one receiver, and allow Henry Ruggs to become a true slot, as opposed to forcing Henry Ruggs to somewhat kind of get into that number one role, in which I don't feel like he's gonna find that much success in as. But if you put him into the actual role of a slot and have Darren Waller on the outside and find a solid tight end to fill in Darren Waller's spot, I feel like that's going to be like the key element for them. And then also you add John Brown, which he's another nice slot. He could probably come in and play outside too. But I feel like this would allow them to create that versatility and then allow Henry Ruggs to really start to blossom, honestly.
But and my question is, so we keep talking about the receiving game and the passing. They have one of the best running backs as far as running games in the league. Well, just 2 years ago, Josh Jacobs had a breakout season. You know, so is it?
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs is a stud in fantasy football, bro. He go crazy.
Yeah, like so I think it's gonna be about finding balance on the offense, and I don't think you want to go away. Derek Carr is cool, but we were just talking, Van, that video we were just watching on Colin. He a high tier 2 quarterback, but really he really just a tier 3 guy. You know what I mean? Like we're kind of seeing where Derek Carr is. He's right at that border of being a tier 2 where you cool with him, and a tier 3 where you want to take phone calls for him. Like
What did he say? He said tier 2, you'll take phone calls. Tier 3, you'll make phone calls.
Yeah.
So
and right at that. Like either way, you can flip it. Like Derek Carr, I think Derek Carr, if he have a bad season, he's out of there. I think John Gruden, he's gonna have enough of Derek Carr if he go another 8-8 year. But and it's not all on Carr, because like I said, that defense gave up 30 points a night.
Well, and we also got to think about. I think you just touched on a good point, and we can move on to the next team. Gruden. I mean, that 10-year, that was the biggest deal for a coach, and I mean those years starting to tack on now. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta make something shake. And soon.
Yeah, you go to the next one. Some of those players and draft picks and things are gonna have to start working out fairly quickly, because they didn't build. We were just in Vegas. That stadium is too nice for them to be going 8-8, bro.
Oh yeah.
Thanks. So next up, ending the Raiders, we move on to Denver and the Denver Broncos. They were 5-11 last season. First thing I wanted to make note of is no Aaron Rodgers this season, guys. So sorry about that. But this Denver team, man, I feel like they really are a much better team than 5-11, and they got some QB woes. But I feel like Teddy Bridgewater is solid. Like I said, you know, this division is going to be an interesting one for sure. It's going to be definitely an interesting one, because they have a lot of good pieces. So, how y'all feeling about Denver heading into the season, fellas?
Me, or am I the only one that has seen the effects of Kansas City? Look at their key additions, bro.
Yep.
They went and said, "Listen, we got to cover these fools. Let's go get Ronald Darby and Kyle Fuller."
Yeah,
I
they
don't
got
care
my boy Kyle Fuller because the Bears ain't want to pay him.
And on top of that, they got Pat Surtain Jr. too.
Like, bro,
So-
you think it's by accident that they going corner heavy?
Trust me, I know. They secondary is looking pretty nice.
That defense is stacked, bro.
Yeah.
That defense is
And on
stacked.
top
And
of that,
Von Miller
Von coming
healthy.
back.
Yeah, and Von healthy. Hey,
I just forgot. Yeah, Von Miller coming back.
that's why I told Lamp to wait on that question, because, like I said, I really think, you know, the Broncos are better than 5-11, but I feel like Teddy is consistent enough to make some noise.
Teddy's way
I can't wait.
a better choice than Drew Lock.
And Drew Lock was out there jigging on the sideline. They thought he was the answer.
That was out there listening to Jeezy, boy.
I put on for my city, on for my city.
But man, guess who the first one that called that though? I'm gonna send you some tape, but it was Colin, bro.
Who, you?
No, Colin. I was trying to tell you.
Oh, for real?
Just wait, bro. I'll send you some stuff. But Colin,
he does have some good takes,
bro.
But he also can get on my nerves, but he does definitely have some good takes.
And I'm only saying that because me and Van haven't been tapping in lately to Colin, and I said the same thing. I was like, for all the good that he got, I don't agree with everything, but I do respect when he wrong. He let you know when he wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He got a whole segment for it.
Yeah, I definitely respect him.
But
yeah, I feel like
I can't wait. I'm gonna just say this, and I want you to go. I can't wait till we do our final ranking of how we think they're gonna play out, because I can see how we go. This ain't gonna be as symmetrical as last week. We ain't gonna be in symmetry like we were last week, rather. Go ahead.
I feel like their defense is gonna help their offense a ton, just because I feel like their offense needs to grow more. I feel like their defense is gonna be able to mesh way quicker. Just the fact that you got Vaughn coming back and you got freaking Justin Simmons back there already. So I feel like their defense is pretty set in stone. This will give their offense some cushion area just to kind of find their identity and really figure some things out.
And I feel like that's the perfect conditions you need to like build your team, or like find your team. Like you have a defense that can hold you down, like you said, give your offense some cushion, and now you got time to perfect your offense. And it's crazy that they're around it in the shape like this, because do they have a true number one receiver?
No.
But look what that says. I thought that was an interesting stat. They've had wideouts finish five wideouts finish top 20 from not top 10. So from top 12 to top 20 wide receivers in production, they have had some production there. So my thing is, they just haven't had a quarterback. That's what I think it was, and I thought this was the perfect situation for Aaron Rodgers, for real, because they have young talent. They have some talent.
It ain't too late though. Aaron only on a 1-year deal. Aaron about it.
Yep. Yeah, he out of there. And we gonna talk about that with the NFC.
Aaron just said we gonna run this back because I still got Devontae here. I'm gonna run this back one time, but I'm out of here after this. I'm surprised to hear you say that, man. I thought the one guy that you said was going to be really good there was their number one
receiver.
Yeah.
He's not a number one yet, but he will be.
Okay, fair enough.
He will be.
For the people,
you keep it pushing, Remy.
For the people, who am I talking about?
Why they talking?
Oh, my dog, Jerry Jeudy.
I had to get that in there for you. Go ahead, though. Ooh.
So the final team on this list is another team, is the Chargers. I'm going to just leave this open as well. Like I said, I really feel like the Chargers are also better than 7-9 for sure.
Yes.
Definitely. So, fellas, how y'all feel about the Chargers, man? Mr. Herbert, Mr. Justin Herbert, man, that boy is a monster.
Hey,
Chargers. A monster.
Chargers gonna be tough this year.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. That's why I told Lamp, hold on the question, man, because I'm really excited for this Chargers team, man. Ain't felt this way since LaDainian Tomlinson and Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates when they had the squad, bro. They stacked up. They stacked nicely in this division.
Yeah, Chargers.
Ooh.
What you thinking, man? Go ahead.
I think the Chargers got a chance to have a really good season. I'll just say it because this is the last team in the division that we got to go over. I see them finishing second in this division.
Ooh, that's pretty high praise.
I'm right there with you.
Ooh,
I mean, and so when you look at it right now, who's a better quarterback, Justin Herbert or
Burrow?
Not Burrow. Who just was talking about?
Patrick Mahomes?
Oh,
Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater? Yeah, he's definitely better than Teddy.
All right, so then you go Justin Herbert or...
He's better than Derek Carr.
or Derek Carr, right? So right off the start, if we go on because we know quarterbacks, that's 20% right there. Yeah. 25% right there of the equation. Yeah. So Herbert already the second best quarterback in that division. Then you look at the talent that he got around him, kind of really getting in there and really getting his hands ingratiated in the offense in this offseason. I could see them winning 10 games.
Bro, Herbert's a top 10 quarterback in the league, bro.
Y'all want a hot take right now? Y'all want a hot take right now?
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm wild for going out on limbs, but and this might be a stretch.
You ready to cut this? Go ahead,
I think
Jay.
the Chargers win this division. I think the Chargers win this division this year.
Hey, we need to cut
I think
this
they win it.
for later on. I don't know
I
when
think
we
they
gonna
win
need
it.
but it's gonna be needed at some point.
And here's my reason why. Listen to me.
I'm tuned in.
I think the Kansas City Chiefs split every game within the division in their division this year. I think they split. So that's 3 losses, right? I think the Chargers are only going to lose 4 games, and I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to lose 5.
Okay.
So that's my hot take. I'm pretty sold on the Chargers. I'm pretty sold on the Chargers, and
you give me just a second, and then I'm gonna have something for you because we're gonna have to talk about this.
I don't know about that.
Man, what's your?
I
said it was gonna be a hot take. I said it was gonna be a hot take.
I respect the hot take. I respect it, but that's a hot take, all right.
Hey, but my logic not far off. Like I said, I don't think Kansas City regress. I just think this division got a lot better. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it just got a lot better. And I'm on the bandwagon with Melo. I'm one to believe that there might be a rematch in the Super Bowl. That's just me. You know, and we'll talk about Super Bowl. There's a fine possibility. But there's some people in the way in the AFC. And I think this is the kind of scare that Patrick Mahomes need. But Patrick gonna beat Patrick. You know what I'm saying? Patrick gonna beat Patrick. But I think they dropped 3 games in their division alone.
Let me talk to you. You said you see them losing 4 games total next year, right?
In the division?
So they got no. He said
talking about the Chargers?
Yeah, I gotta have them go 13-4 to win the division. That's the only way they're gonna win it. If they win 13 games,
what I'm saying. They gotta only lose 4 games. We talking about the Chiefs as the other team. So, So let's just real quick at Washington. You feel comfortable with that to open the season?
Washington, they have a pretty good defense. Yeah, they have pretty good defense.
What about week 3?
I gotta double down.
Week 3 at
Washington.
That's the game they'll lose.
That's one. Okay, that's one.
Wait, week 3.
I'm only looking at the ones that really stick out that I think they got a chance of losing.
Week 3's versus who?
The Chiefs. So they open it up. They open the season with the Washington team.
That's huge. Yeah, that's huge. I
think they got that. I think they got that.
Listen, Jalen, that's gonna make or break your season right there.
You're right.
Seriously,
You're right.
They need to win that game, but the Washington football team has just enough defensively that they could mess with this game.
We'll get to the NFC East. That front 4 is nice. That and they have some pieces on offense too. So you're right, Melo.
Real quick. So at Chiefs, you already in week 3. You already gave that. We can see
the Chiefs will win that one. Yeah.
Browns in week 5.
They'll beat the Browns.
At home. They'll beat the Browns.
They'll beat the Browns.
At the crib. They'll beat the Browns at the crib. Okay. What about at Baltimore the very next week?
Oh, that's a tough one.
You coming right back. We coming right back. 7 days.
My
goodness. Come on, Jay.
That's 2.
Because they got to play the Steelers too. Ooh.
That's 2. That's 2. Then they get a bye, so they get their bye. They should be able to beat the Patriots. This could be an interesting one. I think
that is an interesting game.
No, I got you on this one. This would be an interesting game at Eagles.
Okay.
They should win it, but it's always tough when you go to the Eagles.
Right.
I agree.
They should be able to beat Vikings at the crib. They should be able to beat the Steelers, but it just depends on what Steelers team they see.
Yeah, it depends. I'm glad they're getting them later in the season.
They'll beat the Steelers.
At Broncos?
They'll win.
Wait. At Broncos, what What game is this? What week is this?
It's week 12 following the Steelers.
They
See,
gonna
I
have
don't
to.
know about- I don't
They
know
gonna
about the
have to.
Broncos,
They gonna
though.
have to. What is that? A Sunday, a Monday, or Thursday game?
It's a Sunday.
Okay.
That's tough, Jay, because you got to think about it. By then, the Broncos, they probably gonna figure out the offense by then.
I'm not. Like I said, bro. This division's gonna be tough, bro.
This is we're early.
Oh, Lord, I'm nervous.
When you say something,
I'm
when you go on
nervous.
a limb, I just need to put a schedule. 'Cause the schedule
Yeah,
is
yeah. You pulling it out for me, man. You put it in perspective.
The schedule is what dictate wins and losses, really.
You right. You
Because
right.
They're going to lose. They're going to lose one maybe 2 games in this stretch of 4 games. They got the Steelers, at Broncos, at Denver, and then the Giants.
Wait, say it one more time.
So coming really after the bye, they're capable of winning, but you got to check these games off. So they go from week 11 to week 15. So from week 11 to week 15, you go Steelers at
Home or away?
Broncos. If I just say their name, I mean they home.
Home.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'll let you know if they're away. Yep. So
Gotcha.
it'll be home versus Steelers, at Broncos, at Bengals, home versus the Giants, home versus the Chiefs. That's a rough stretch right there.
Oh yeah.
They'll win all 5 of them.
Whoa.
They'll win all 5 of
Listen,
them.
we ain't go.
They'll win all 5 of them. Look. Listen to my theory. Listen to my theory.
It's too early. I won't make you do it because it's too early.
Okay. But listen to my logic now. You know what I'm saying, Remy? You can cut this.
Yeah.
They blow out the Steelers. They win a close game in Denver, a field goal game in Denver. I ain't worried about the Giants. They'll get that W. Who you say after that? The Giants are a good team. Like I said, I'm not trying to dive into all the teams only because we got to break them down.
Yeah,
So-
We got Kenny Galladay now.
Yeah. The Giants are a good team. The NFC East is going to be a lot better as well, but I think they'll beat the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Because they're
with
going to
you.
have to
Okay,
get
so
hot.
the Chiefs.
They're going to have to get hot to beat the Chiefs. I said the Chiefs going to get the dub at the beginning of the year. They're going to beat the Chiefs at home.
Okay.
Shit.
We're going to revisit this.
They get the
I just
W.
need to make sure
They
you
get
saw
the
that you
bet.
do the schedule.
Chargers, man. Hey, Milwaukee and Phoenix made me look real good. So
I like
Chargers,
it.
don't let me down. Win this division,
I like
bro.
it.
Win this division. I got y'all.
I'm going
I got y'all.
real quick. I'm not gonna do records. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Kansas City, the Chargers 2. Ooh, who do I go 3 and 4?
I know who you want to put 3. Just put him at 3. I know who you want to put 3.
I'll go Broncos 3. I'll go Broncos 3. I'll give them the slight edge because I saw how bad that defense was last year for the Raiders.
Vegas.
Yeah. I saw how bad that was, and so Vegas is going to make games interesting because of their ability on offense. But it's going to be a tight division though. This is going to be a really good. This is going to be another good division though. It's going to be another good
See,
one.
we did really good. We did really
I'm
good,
right-
y'all.
I'm right
From the
there with
NFC
you, Melo.
West to the AFC West.
Yeah, I'm on that same wave.
Yeah,
I'll
Nope.
say,
I'm going Chargers, KC,
oh man,
Broncos, Raiders.
Oh man.
You heard it here first from the party.
I don't know. I'll say Broncos, healthy Broncos. I'm putting them 3rd. Only way they'll go last is if somehow they're not healthy, but I'm putting them 3rd. It's gonna be real tough to go. I'm gonna say this is gonna be hard to be last in this division.
But I think there's a really good chance that not the Chargers, but the Raiders and why am I forgetting that? Broncos have a chance to have very similar records.
Yeah,
I think
facts, bro.
I think they have a chance to be a game apart too at the bottom of the division. I don't think the Broncos are that much better than the Raiders.
You can take it down, Remy.
I do.
Y'all-
Raiders
y'all-
finishing dead last.
And y'all see how high I was on the Raiders. Like I'm not too high on the Raiders. I'm really not that high on the Broncos either. They haven't shown me anything yet. They showed me that
At least the Broncos though, like the Broncos, their defense was what it was when they had Vaughn, and they still got Nick Chubb too. I mean Bradley Chubb. I feel like their defense is straight. They actually have something that like sets them apart. The Raiders don't.
If they had
The Raiders
Aaron
really
Rodgers,
don't.
now we talking. Now we talking in Denver.
Yeah, if they had Aaron and that, they going dang near first.
They the only their saving grace is going to be there if they can somehow complement their running game, and obviously the defense. Like the defense is the obvious one. Like you don't got to address that anymore. But like they got to be able to complement the running game because the running game is really what's been holding it down for them. You know what I mean? Like you said, they don't really have any like wide receivers that really scare you. I mean, the only person that scare you in the passing game is Darren Waller. Henry Ruggs is fast, but we just was talking about the other day with Reek. Reek is fast, but he a receiver first.
Reek is different.
So, I like that.
That's why I think it would be good for them to establish that slot position for him. Henry Ruggs as a solid as a slot will be perfect. But when you try to force him to be a number one, that's when it gets tough.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that was our breakdown, That was fun, man. That was fun. So we'll bring you another division next week, y'all. Y'all better be taking notes. Fantasy football on the way, man.
We really
what we got up next? NFC East.
Really giving free game out here. Not gonna
really, real talk. But let's take it international. Let's talk Olympics real quick. And the first thing I want to talk about, and then we can add whatever sprinkles in that anybody else wants to talk about. But first thing I want to talk about is Simone Biles and the stuff going on with her. It's been reported that she is leaving. She's withdrawing from her individual events, and that she doesn't want to participate anymore for a myriad of reasons. The biggest one is mental health, and here on the party we are big on mental health and feel like that's stuff that definitely needs to be spoke on. So, fellas, how y'all feel about Simone? How do you feel about the situation?
You want me to go or you ready to go?
I'm gonna be quick. I'm always for advocating mental health awareness and if you're going through some stuff, if you got stuff going on and you feel like it's best for you, you as a person to have to step away from certain things. As long as you handle it professionally and you're going about things the right way. I'm never gonna look down on somebody for doing that. So, I hope everything with her is okay. I would have loved to see her in the Olympics, but sometimes you gotta do what's best for you. So, I don't blame her for anything or nothing like that. Like, what I'm saying? Like, you gotta handle yourself at the end of the day. So, that's all I got. What you got, Melo?
I think it's real interesting that once she started acknowledging that she's the GOAT of this sport, they started changing how they want to officiate her and putting the ceiling on where she can be. And so
that's what I was saying. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, so I think it's real funny. Now no one had an issue with that. People didn't have no opinion about that, did they?
Nope.
All these folks that start calling her out and all trying to shame her, they ain't had nothing to say when the people was like, hold on, you too good. We don't even know how to judge this stuff because none of us can even.
Wait, what did they say like specifically? If do you know or no?
Basically, that her routines were so difficult that they basically was using her difficulty of her routines against her.
Yep.
Wow.
Because no one else could come close to it. You know what I mean? She has her own routine. They show, this is a video going around on Twitter of her doing her routine and people attempting it and they get messed up.
You couldn't do it. Yeah.
No. So once again, shout out Simone Biles. Shout out the GOAT. Listen, the party supports you. The party wishes you many well wishes.
We send our condolences.
Everything, we protect Simone Biles.
Period.
Because the killer part was, and this was the bar, because this is why they double down on their hate for her. she didn't leave the Olympics. She became the best teammate. She became the go-to teammates.
And then that's what kills them, because now you killing us with kindness, and now we can't react the way we want to, because now we're gonna be looked at a certain way because she's not doing anything wrong. She's actually like doing what most people wouldn't do. If somebody else withdraws from the Olympics, they're gone. They're going home. Why do I have to be here?
I just know this. They gonna miss her when she gone. When she walk away from it, because she already they was talking about all the things that she's already been through, between the sexual assaults and everything that she's done been through, traumatic in her life. And like I said, she don't got nothing else to prove to us. She already to go.
We know she to go.
Yeah. You already know.
No question.
You know, and I'm talking. My kids will know that Simone Biles was the GOAT, and I got the witness. I was a witness to the GOAT. So
we seen it begin.
Yeah. So once again, saying all that to say, we support you. Take care of yourself. We are huge advocates of mental health on this podcast. Definitely take all the time you need. The world is a better place with you than without you. Okay, so we want you to take your time and get right. And if we never see you compete again because they want to put a ceiling on you, I'm fine with it. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Cherish the moments we did have, and then like you said, that hurts the production of the Olympics. So let me talk real quick. I'm gonna make it real quick. Yeah. And then Jay, you can go. Like y'all said, we wish her the best. Hopefully everything's okay. Hopefully she's getting through what she's getting through. I mean, whatever she's going through. And I feel like, first, let me start off with, she's, like she said, she wanted to make sure she was okay, because she didn't want to go out there and potentially hurt herself or mess anything up because of all the stress and all the stuff she's going through and her mental health. So, like y'all said, I agree with y'all. I would love to see her in the Olympics and get more gold, but take care of yourself first. Yourself should always come before whatever it is that you're doing, even if it's work or whatever the case may be. If you don't take care of yourself, you can no longer do what it is you're doing. So make sure you're good yourself. So like I said, hopefully everything's going all right and she's doing good, she's doing well, because if she does want to come back, we want to make sure that she's 100% and she's good. So we don't want to see nobody get hurt or anything like that. But I was also on the internet, and I read this article that said that black women have to shoulder a lot, and it's a load, and you can see with what happened with Simone Biles and I'm drawing the blank here. What was the girl's name that couldn't participate because of weed?
Oh, Sha'Carri?
Yes, Sha'Carri. Yeah, Sha'Carri. There we go. But like you can see those two examples that they have to go through far more than their counterparts and what they go through. So, before I kick to you, Jay, I want to know, and y'all can go ahead and chime in too. But do y'all feel like that's true? Because I think that's something that can be definitely be thought about and argued. Like, do y'all feel like black women have to shoulder a bigger load than the counterparts or the other people that are participating in the Olympics that they're going against, women?
I mean, I think so.
Yeah, I think black folk in general,
as a whole,
shoulder more. Yeah, especially if they're representing the country and you're on that platform. I feel like it's always gonna be that like that. It sucks, but that's just it is what it is. I don't know if this is like, and people look at it differently. I can't remember the soccer player's name. And it could be looked at differently because it's not like of the same strain. But I can't remember the soccer player's name, but she's basically like promoting CBD usage during the Olympics. Yeah, and like she's, and like I said, it being CBD, it might be looked at differently, but she's not getting.
It ain't. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah. And when I saw it, I thought, my initial thought was it's the same thing, but then I started reading stuff and it kind of made me question. But y'all saying that is making me understand that my
Bro,
initial thought was not wrong.
I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Isn't it funny how
The whole narrative changes.
right? So it's CBD when the government and people are selling it from dispensaries, right?
Mhm.
That's the CBD.
Yeah,
It
but
ain't
then when
weed,
they
then.
freaking, then yeah,
It ain't
yeah,
weed.
that is big.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like
facts.
they're different. Obviously they're different, but I'm
Verbiage is
saying
big.
look at the
Verbiage
verbiage.
is
The
big.
verbiage is everything, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
the whole narrative changes, like you said, when it's somebody
Yeah.
else.
That is, yeah. I ain't even. Wow. Yeah, yeah. So to answer your question, no, I don't think you're wrong or anything. Yeah.
For sure.
But go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead, Jay.
I like I said, I felt like y'all touched on it on the head, man. Like I mean, shoot, we all need mental health days, and one thing I appreciate about our generation and the generation coming up is we're changing the culture. We're changing work culture. That's her profession. You know what I'm saying? Her being a gymnast is her profession. Kyrie Irving being a basketball player is his profession. They deserve mental health days just like everybody else. I mean, they deserve time off. They deserve the same respect and the same gratitude that everybody else get. So
Like
that's
I
my
said,
thing. It's go ahead.
We break the stigma everywhere else. Like,
Yeah.
Anxiety is a big thing. You can
Period.
take off work for anxiety. So
Mm-hmm.
we should do the same thing throughout. Like you said, though, that's their profession. So they're not doing anything different from what I do when I go to work.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
Go
if
ahead.
you need time off or yeah, and I just feel like in cultures past, that's a reason why a lot of people get sick and a lot of people get tired and sometimes even go insane because they're burnt out. You know what I'm saying? They're just burnt out. And we all recognize her as the GOAT. She's the GOAT. She's the GOAT at what she does. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about Jordan. Jordan was the GOAT. When Jordan's father passed away, he needed time away from the game. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to respect these athletes as people as well. So, like I said, I'm spot on with y'all, man. And protect black women. You know what I'm saying? Period. So,
hey,
Period.
I got shout out Antoine Lloyd, but and this goes right along with what you were just saying to an extent. He tweeted today. Nah, none of y'all commented on these athletes that chose to step away from any competition for physical or mental health is voided. Most of y'all get mad at 2K and gotta take a break from it on some, nah, man, it done got me mad. It be cheating.
real talk.
We get, like,
Real talk,
people be,
'cause
like,
2K be
seriously, like,
cheating.
That's real.
we get mad at the game. I'm just saying. People gotta take breaks and other stuff. Why can't these professional athletes that have the pressure of the world on their shoulders, no pun intended,
yeah.
right? Why can't they be like, you know what? I got all this, everything stacked against me anyway. I go out there and give my all, and I get graded at 75% of it. I don't, like I said, I don't blame her. I just thought that was interesting when I saw that today. I got a chuckle out of it because I was like, hey, that's perspective.
That's real. Like,
That's perspective. But speaking of the Olympics and just kind of we're gonna stay there a little bit, but we're gonna open it up a little bit too. Team USA got popped already once. They bounced back and they took care of Iran. But fellas, we talked about it once. Are they a lock to win this gold, man? I want it open. Listen. What's
no,
up?
they are not. They are not a lock. They are not a lock at all. Wait. What did Dame say? What did Dame say about the players?
They a lot
He said they
different.
play
I
different
said-
for their country. They play
Hey,
different.
y'all seen the picture? Y'all seen the picture they had with it too on Twitter?
Oh, it was a pic.
He was
that
looking at
they
Evan
had-
Fournier.
Yeah, they had Evan Fournier was at the line shooting the free throw. Dame was just in the back looking at him like, and the captain was like the same thing, and it was like Dame's facial expression says it all.
Bro, I just know this, bro. Dame like to run his mouth after they do after something happened. That's what I'm starting to notice. Dame said Steph wouldn't be able to get the same shots. Them shots was better. And then now, just beat them. Like,
Yeah, bro.
That's all. Listen, we don't need the excuses. We don't need. Evan Fournier is a pro. Rudy Gobert is a pro. These are like, what are we talking about?
Y'all better
now?
treat them with respect like y'all do when it's game time.
And I don't want to hear, because we had to talk about it on Twitter the other day too. The world ain't showing how soft the U.S. is or anything, because at the end of the day, the U.S. was winning gold just the last couple times around, and we ain't had no issue with beating the world. So that ain't the reason. This team is just poor. This team is not put together properly. Now, I'm not saying that they can't win it.
Yeah, I'm not like I said. I'm just saying it's not a lock.
But boy, this is an uphill battle.
I'm not really sold on any USA basketball. They really gotta they honestly they really just gotta step it up. I'm with Melo. They aren't constructed correctly. I feel like everybody trying to put Coach Popovich on a hot seat with a USA team. So I mean, like you said, I don't think they're locked, but I think them losing to France is going to give them an easier route to try to get gold. So it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. Like, not a curse, a blessing in disguise, because they'll probably have an easier route. But I'm with y'all. They got their work cut out for them, period.
I listen, they had chances to address some of the flaws, and once again, we talked about it before. I don't know if it wasn't that these players just didn't want to go, which is more than likely possible.
That might be the case
because of COVID, right? Or they like I said, I hope it's that rather than them just being lazy as far as who they're trying to go out and recruit, because they had a chance to at least go and try to find some type of big. And I mean, JaVale McGee, I guess, is, but he ain't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not the one. They did get a little bit of playmaking help with Drew, but we just watched Drew in the finals, and he was for anybody watching, no one was like, oh yeah, Drew is a great. No, like, he was.
Drew wasn't a threat for the most part,
no.
Especially. And the thing is, he's coming, like you said, he's coming off the postseason, which him and D-Book played all the way through. And Middleton. So now what do you really expect from them coming straight to Tokyo right after? No break.
I ain't gonna lie, I watched a little bit of the game that they did lose, and Drew was out there looking like he no, it wasn't that game, it was the next game versus Iran. You could tell Drew was out there looking like he was in the Drew League. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
just speaking
at times, you could just tell, like, this is, we I don't want to be a chip. We up.
I'm on cruise control right now.
And so, like I said, I just hope that this, like Jalen said, for obviously, we're Team USA all the way, but I just hope that this woke them up. You know,
they needed to wake up, because there's 3 issues.
Talk to them, hear them.
No defense. If we're not gonna play make and move the ball, we actually got to score. We actually got to make our shots. If we gonna isolate the way they want to isolate, we need to make our shots. And last but not least, Pop got to do something.
Yeah.
Well, he trying to implement
the movement. I get that.
It's tough for a couple of reasons. I want to hear what you got to say, but then
I was saying, I get what you're saying, because it's hard to make players who've never played like this their whole life play like the teams around them who've been playing like that their whole life.
And that's the important thing that we have to remember is a lot of these Olympic teams, they may not, like, people. That's what, casuals, man. They confuse a role player in the NBA versus a role player in the Olympics. They're different, because a role player in the Olympics, especially from a player that has grew up in this country or has been playing in the Olympics with these guys in the continuity that these guys have built over the years, that matters in basketball. I don't care, any sport really, but especially in basketball where it's such a team sport. When you got guys like Evan Fournier, yeah, he a role player in the league, but he knows his role on this team.
But he's also done what he did against USA in the NBA.
Yeah, he averages a dub. Like, he put up right around 20 points a night anyway.
Exactly.
But look. Let me.
Off what you were saying. Wait, one quick thing, and then go ahead, Jay. To build off what you were saying, it's also different because in the NBA you have egos, you have alternative objectives. when it comes to Olympics, there's no egos. Like
can't.
you said, everybody knows their role, and everybody's going to play it to the best of their ability without having alternative objective that they want to accomplish.
So let's just call it what it is. We talked about it earlier on the show about how the NBA is going national. I think the world has gotten better. The world watches Kevin Durant. The world watches these games. You know what I'm saying? They just watch Giannis win a finals. They just watch Jokic win an MVP. These are all foreign guys. They watch tape. They watch the tape. So when this roster was probably announced, a lot of these guys probably just watched them on their off time. But when these rosters were announced, and with the camaraderie that y'all said, these guys been playing with each other for a long time. It's not hard to believe. Luka Mania, we got Jokic. We talked about 2K covering having Dirk on there, Luka on there. Like, you know, we have to look at basketball a little bit differently. And like Lamp said, if y'all ain't gonna move the ball, y'all need to run it up and do what we do. Run that score up. So the world's gotten better. Yeah,
exactly.
The world's gotten a lot better. So shout out to the competition, and shout out to the NBA for influencing this type of competition. Maybe guys will look at the Olympics a little different now, because y'all know my opinions on the Olympics. Like, we're expected to win in the USA, but it's celebrated everywhere else when you win the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? So we have to change the culture within.
Let Melo
real quick. I just want to
add to it.
Yeah, listen. Two things could be true at the same time, and I think both. I agree with both things, Jay. The world has gotten better. We cannot deny that. Mm-hmm. Like you hit it so eloquently. The Finals MVP, the MVP, the runner-up for MVP,
Defensive Player of the Year last year.
Defensive
Player of the Year this year. France
this year. So. It's not as if you gotta think about it too. Remember when we were growing up in the All-Star Weekend, there was a game called the Rookie versus Sophomore game. What is that called now?
USA versus World.
Versus the World, yeah.
Listen, bro. Okay, listen. You right, Jay. The world has gotten a lot better. So, but to couple that, like you said, the U.S. is not gonna like. They can put teams out there. But they got to do one of two things. If you're going to have a team like this where the talent, let's just be honest, this ain't one of our more talented teams. This team is good enough to win a gold, but like
this team is offensively focused.
Yeah, this ain't Kobe, LeBron, Melo, D-Wade, Chris Paul. Right, like
that team
you feel
does
me? Like, everything. Right, like those are like that. You can't compete with those. I can't have those teams be held to that standard. I can't have this team be held to that standard. Like, it's just not fair to them. But at the same time, like I said, they got to figure it out. Either Pop gonna have them trying to run the offense, or we gonna have to let them just be some AAU boys running up and down the court.
Let them be them. So like you said, I agree with both of y'all. The world has gotten better, but there's a difference between the world getting better and teams like France getting better and Iran being better. Those teams aren't better than the U.S. I can say as a collective. All the countries around the world, yes, they have gotten greatly better. Like they're better than they used to be. But if we're gonna take countries out singly, USA shouldn't be losing to these teams.
We shouldn't.
Like you said,
I agree with you.
All accomplished on the fact that the team is not built correctly.
But like the word you keep saying, team.
Exactly. The team is not built correctly, and the things that we're doing are going against what we built the team for. If you look at the way the team is constructed, it's constructed to run up buckets, like you said. Their team was constructed to. They have Bam as center, who's a center. Yeah, 6'9". He's 6'9" and a center that can dribble up the court. You have Draymond. He's your best defender, but he's also somebody who can dribble and make plays up the court. They're built to run and gun. And if they're not going to make their shots running and gunning, then they're going to have a hard time, as you can see, because they're not going to stop anybody.
Yeah, because they only scored 89 points against France or whatever
exactly.
It was. Now, they did run it up against Iran, right? Like, so I think we know if the U.S. I struggle to see the U.S. winning games where they're only scoring 80 to 90 points, because this team ain't built to do that. I think the games that they're gonna be winning are the games they're gonna have to get to 100 plus.
100 plus.
And mind you, and when I say 100 plus, you gotta remember we're not talking 12-minute quarter. We're talking 10-minute quarter. So
10 minutes.
That means buckets
yeah.
need to be coming. Buckets gotta get the rolling. Like, we can't be dibbling and dabbling with these teams right now, because they're already feeling like
they're not scared of us.
Yeah, they're not scared of us because they know that their team can compete with our team. Not talent. Their talent can't compete with our talent, but their team, they believe that they're like, listen to the quotes. The team, they believe who was it? Fournier done said it, and then who was it? Joe Ingles said it?
Yeah,
They said, team-wise, we're not worried about the team, USA. Individually, we know we'll get mopped individually.
Yeah, we can't guard them individually, but guess what? As a team,
and with these rules, where fools can't just get flopping calls.
I could
and
put
all
a
that,
body on you, right? I could put a body on you. Yeah.
And that's the NBA's problem. We need to get rid of that.
But they're getting there. They made a very good step this offseason, because I've been waiting for this to happen. Eliminating that offensive,
that shooting,
offensive players. The rule just changed. You cannot initiate contact and get a foul. So dudes like Harden and a little bit of Trae Young, but other than they're gonna have to find other ways to score. And not that they can't, but it's like, I'm glad that the league is moving away from that, because I think that's just it's sloppy basketball.
It protects the player too. It protects the player too. Like, you shouldn't be trying to do that. Focus on getting the bucket, not the foul.
Yeah, focus on getting the bucket, and it makes for better entertainment, because I'm tired of every time something doesn't go a star's way, they're turning around and complaining to the ref because they think they should have got a call. No, stop that flopping stuff.
I want to see how much complaining they do to the overseas refs. I'm gonna start paying attention to it. I'm just curious.
Yeah. Now that you say that.
Yeah, I mean, because them not, like, I get it. The NBA refs, they're a cycle of them, so you used to seeing the same faces. We were able to even talk about the refs and kind of having our own opinions on the refs. I know the players know them, so I'm curious when it's overseas and the refs don't excuse my language, but don't give a damn about the U.S. how they proceed, how they go about interacting with those referees, if they still got that same energy and vigor for them.
Exactly.
Go ahead, tap in, Huncho, and end the song, bro.
Man, I ain't got Nathan. Y'all got everything. I ain't got Nathan.
Well, yeah, man, that's a good synopsis on that. So I mean, if y'all would allow me to do one more thing before we end this show, I mean, we do got a special segment. I mean,
wait, real quick. I just want to hear a couple opinions, and then we go into the special segment.
Go ahead.
We almost forgot. I want to talk about Dame real quick, because we talked about Dame. Was it last week?
We're going to talk about Dame.
Are we going to talk about Dame?
We're going to talk about Dame.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Well, y'all already know what it is. What the tweet, man. Really pull it up, man. Who you got? I don't care who you throw up there first, man. The y'all know what this is, man. We love Twitter. Get on Twitter. Man, we ain't playing no games. So,
Let's go.
Who up here first? Who is that?
First tweet. You know who it is.
Wow.
You know who it is.
Okay.
Well, today something happened that might shake the landscape of the West. We don't know. We talked about this last week, because they caught my eye last week, and somehow it ended up happening. We got to see what happens for the next part, because we had a 2-part convo about if it could happen and what if it did happen, and the did happen. So now let's see how it plays out. But as y'all can see, for those who aren't watching on YouTube, the Wizards have traded Russell Westbrook to the Lakers in exchange for Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, KCP, and the 22nd pick. So, what y'all boys think?
Well, y'all know I'm one of the biggest Russell Westbrook fans ever, and I was one of the advocates who stated that I didn't want Russ to go to LA. So, like I said, I'm not mad for Russell Westbrook, but I'm gonna put this out there because I am a big Russell Westbrook fan. You gotta win. If you can't win with LeBron, you can't win with AD. Those conversations that people starting to have, you know what I'm saying? We gonna
actually
I
hold
mean,
some weight.
it's gonna hold
It
some
looked
weight.
good.
And
Gonna actually hold some weight.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'll say that.
We got to get to LA to go to some games, bro. I love Russell Westbrook, dog. Like that's Brody, my boy.
Know, bro. You know how I feel.
So I'm gonna be rooting for him, but we just seen a Milwaukee Bucks team win the final, man. This league wide open, bro. I'm not completely sold on any teams, and them Warrior boys coming back, bro. And
Hey,
people gonna be making
after-
some noise.
hey, the Warrior boys might be alright after further evaluation. I wasn't too happy at first, but a little digging.
Man, when I found some stuff.
Hey, he averaged 16 and 7 as an 18-year-old.
Okay.
In the G League.
Okay. Hey.
He ain't Michael
Hold
Mulder.
up.
He ain't 30 in the G League. My bad. Go ahead.
You got anything, Huncho? Then I'll speak my part.
I mean, I'm still kind of where I stood last week. I think Lamp had to tweet like of what if it happened type stuff, and
Yeah, and profit
how
and
it
stuff.
did.
Yep.
Yeah. So my take on it was originally, could it happen? Yeah. Would it like necessarily work? I don't know. Like I don't know. Like
It's gonna have to now. It's gonna have to now.
They gotta figure something out now. Russ is gonna have to
It's
adjust
gonna go
his
two
game.
ways.
Like Jay said,
What's the two ways it can
But
go,
there's
bro?
2 ways it can go. Let me break it down for y'all real quick. So, people don't really notice that every time there's been major moves around Russell Westbrook, things have usually worked out, at least throughout the season. And I commend that to the fact that Westbrook he's not dumb. He knows he's in, what's this, his 15th year? No, he ain't that. He ain't. It's like 12, 13, 12, 13, yeah. 12, 13th year right now. He hasn't been where he's wanted to be since he was a young bull. Back in 2012, he hasn't been back.
10 years ago.
Yeah, it's about to be 10 years ago. So he knows that he's already accomplished all the individual accolades that he's wanted. Like, he's got everything he needs in that aspect. Now all you need is your chip. So as a man who's on a mission to get a chip, and you get to play with LeBron and AD, I know my role, and I watched him in Washington halfway through the season after he got through his injury and stuff. He wasn't really the dude that's like, I'm a score first point guard, unless Bradley Beal was out of the lineup and he felt like he had to do it.
He's going to be excellent with AD. He's going to be excellent with AD. He's going to be really good with AD. If AD can stay healthy, he's going to be really good with him.
Me and Melo talked about that a little bit before we started the show. Him, AD, or Drummond, if Drummond stays there. So like he'll be great with the big men. But my thing is, when you have this talent around you, and you know you have somebody like LeBron, who's arguably one of the best in the world, your mindset becomes a little different. Like, OKC, Russell Westbrook, he knew he had to do it because there was nobody else with him. When Paul George came over there, how all of a sudden Paul George become an MVP candidate? He hasn't been an MVP candidate in LA. And I feel like it's because Russell understands the steps he needs to take to actually try to become a winner. And like when he went to Houston, everybody was like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. But somehow they made it work. So I feel like Russell has what it takes to make it work with the team. We'll have to see. That's one way it can go. Or the other way it can go is Russ can be Russ and be like, I'm a bull. I'm bullheaded. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to play. and it could be to the detriment of the team.
And let me say this before Melo chime in on it, just to retort that. I honestly feel like, of course, injuries and stuff, but from being able to go into the league, you know what I'm saying, when Russell Westbrook's window has been open to win, he has had opportunities to win, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, it's win or we gonna have some problems, bro. So I definitely agree with you on it can go either one ways, but this is probably your best position. I mean, you play with James Harden, KD, Serge Ibaka, you know what I'm saying? You had Paul George, Melo, you know, now you got LeBron and AD, bro.
Yeah, Russell has had some great teammates.
Better bring it.
And
better bring it
to the like one thing is like I feel like the timing wasn't right when he had those teammates. Like you give him Paul George and a Melo that wasn't trying to get, like people wasn't trying to kick out the league. Like it might be a different story. They might have been at a different spot. Or Russ, KD, and Harden. They were young, and the coach decided he was going to let Harden go for nothing. So I feel like his windows, like you said, he's had windows to win, but they were small. They were really small. So like I said, we'll see what happens, and it's funny because I'm not too much of a Bron fan, and like Jay said, we're both big Russell fans. So I've been holding Russ down for the last 12 years. So I might have to cheer for Bron every now and then, which is funny, but hey, it is what it is. But one of you boys, y'all got anything?
I'm good. I'm just
good.
For me, use that one for me. The one I just sent you. So yeah, I'm still in the same way I was last week. I just hope they not down 3 with 2 seconds left. Any of them out there.
I hope it works. I say I hope it works, but I just don't.
I hope it's gonna have to. This it. It has
real
to.
Real quick, so we got 3 of the 5 up there. Who they starting center?
Say it one more time.
Russ.
And who is their starting center?
We need to go find JaVale.
Okay, let's hypothetically JaVale, right?
Russ.
What about so who's their 2 guard?
Oh yeah, like that is a good point because I remember you said they cleared out the whole China cabinet.
Well, so are we gonna say that is THT or whatever his name is? He ready to go?
He better be.
Talent nice, bro. Talent nice.
That, man.
I'm not saying he not. I'm just looking at this starting 5.
He got to be ready.
That and we're missing one huge thing in this starting 5.
A shooter. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We don't have any shoot like this.
Yeah.
They better find a center that can shoot and a marksman.
Exactly.
But that's what Russ better be doing, bruh. That's what he need to be in the lab doing, bruh. That's all you need. That's the only thing missing from your game, bruh. You gotta be able to hit that shot.
Listen, bro.
Because the look's gonna be there. The look's gonna be there.
Better start shooting now.
Listen, until I've seen otherwise, I can only go off of what 12 years has showed us.
He better get with Steph. He better get with Steph.
Yeah, no. So this is one thing that I find interesting. Russell is an automatic person. He's an automatic player that will increase a team's tempo. A whole team's tempo will increase because of Russell. So with them being one of the better defensive teams, and we gotta see who they put in that shooting guard to see how it really works. But if they're going to be a team that is relied on to be a defensive monster, having a good pace, I feel like will work out for them.
Yeah, they're gonna have to because they're not gonna be able to just get 2s in the half-court all game. Like they're gonna have to get some other form of offense because they're not gonna. At least the way that the pieces that's left, and after this, I'm good if you guys are.
Yeah, I'm good. When
I look at that, like I said, the potential for that starting 5, there's very little shooting in that starting five, and that can be a problem. I mean, granted, in the finals we saw a big man ball still wins, but why was Giannis not able to be built that wall around? Because there were shooters around him. So on to Damian Lillard. So I found this interesting. We just talked about Damian Lillard and the possibility of him being traded. There was a request that supposedly was made that would be coming out in the coming days. Excuse me. Well, we now have Damian Lillard possibly taking that back. Is there a twist to the story? Let's figure it out. So, True Hoop on Twitter says, who names their site True Hoop? My whole career has been about the truth. Of course, I have never published or made up a story, and I never will. If you think somebody is lying about this Damian Lillard situation, look elsewhere, okay? So Damian quotes it and replies, now ask yourself that same question about me. I've been transparent for a decade. I've never denied where I stood following the season. Don't loop me in because of the state of the game right now. What are you reporting, or what you are reporting is simply not the facts, bro. I'm the ultimate source. Fellas, Damian has been a topic of our show the last couple weeks. Just wanted to keep it going. Now we got Dame saying that the trade rumors they're not necessarily the truth. What's up? What we want? What's the word? What y'all feeling on this situation, man?
This is the summer of Damian Lillard, and I'm loving it, man. I was just gonna say, like I said, this is the summer of Damian Lillard, and I'm loving it, man. Dame, take advantage of that star power, man. We always talking about these smaller markets and stuff. I like that Damian Lillard is taking the spotlight because Damian Lillard is box office. So, like he said, you got to hear it directly from the source. And I don't negate that it was probably somebody out his camp, albeit, a friend, agent, just tossing around the idea that, if y'all keep this up, he gone, and that's a good tactic when you have somebody of his caliber, you know what I'm saying? So, like he said, ask yourself, this man has been very transparent and he has been very supportive of Portland, bruh. Like, he's been ride or die, you know what I'm saying? When they were going through everything, their bright spot has always been Damian Lillard. So, I'm always, in most cases in situations like this, I'm a side with the player, man. I'm tired of people talking about LeBron all the time. You know what I'm saying? Dang, get your shine, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You playing basketball overseas. You the big hot topic, the free agent with the spotlight on it. I'm for it, bro. I support Dame.
Thanks. Hey, real quick, Melo, before you go, just to chime in on it real quick. Mine gonna be quick, but I feel like this is great. This is kind of like Jay said, Dame taking advantage of his star power. This is great momentum for him going into next season. Dame he already proven himself, obviously, but, just showing his loyalty to Portland and just everything going on now. And, I feel like this is going to be great momentum for Dame going into the season. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is equated to him snapping off this season or something like that. So go ahead, Melo.
I think the pressure isn't on Damian Lillard.
Not at all.
The pressure's on the Portland Trailblazers.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This dude, like you said, he stood by this franchise for the X amount of years, and they've yet to been able to bring him in another star caliber player. I like C.J. McCollum, as y'all know, skills and drills, but he's not not on a championship level team. And we've seen that, and it surfaced when Portland, they couldn't even beat the Warriors without KD. You know what I mean? So then, right there, that's head to head.
Because y'all supposed to be almost the same caliber of team. Like,
I'm just saying,
your star players are
Stephen
your guards.
Stephen Clay
Yep,
versus CJ and Dame. That's where it came down to, and we saw what happened. They got swept, I believe.
Yeah, it was bad.
So
Was it?
Yeah, it was
It wasn't
bad.
a gentleman's sweep? It was sweat?
If it was a gentleman's sweep, it's still.
I think it was gentleman. Yeah. You're right.
It may have been. That's why I said don't quote me on it, but it may have. That may actually be correct. That they got gentlemanly sweat. Needless to say, it was bad. It wasn't right. But those are even without Kevin Durant, we see the level of a championship level organization, championship level team. So this isn't on Damian Lillard anymore. because he's already done shows his stand. This is now the pressure's on Portland because in the media, as far as opinion starts going, of the media, at some point we have to start looking at Portland because Dame has done everything.
Yes.
There's nothing more we can ask of Dame. Portland needs to get that man some help.
True,
Go ahead,
true. All right, so I know what I said last week. I know I said he's probably gonna stay, but I wish the reporting was true. I wish Dame was ready to get out of there because when you think about it, at the end of the day, how much pull does Portland have?
No.
Who, like you said, the pressure's on Portland, and they don't have no pull. So who are y'all gonna get?
They've tried.
Yeah, they have tried.
They just ain't got no star. I don't want to say superstar because I just think he need a star with him at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's start with a star and see where we go with.
Yeah, like I don't think they have any pull to do what Dame wants them to do. So don't waste your time here, bro.
Yeah,
And like it's crazy that I
go
just
ahead, Lance.
switched my whole opinion from yesterday because I wanted him to stay there, especially just if anything for Mr. Big Shot. But I feel like just thinking about it, they're not going to be able to do what you want them to do. So I wouldn't even want to waste another year there if you can possibly avoid that. But
And I think he's too loyal to CJ.
true. I think that's a
Yeah,
big
he
part.
loyal to a
I think their
fault,
relationship is a big part.
And because CJ is the one piece that you could try to move, and his value is not super high, but you could at least try to see if you can get something. But I don't think that like him and Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum were laughing on Twitter about this dude today. So they genuinely obviously
they are close.
Yeah, it's real.
But-
so
You could cue the next tweet, Remy, but I just wanted to riddle y'all this. My thing is, if the Lakers win the championship next year, Dame gonna be looking like, man, what in the world, bro? What in the world? Because, like you said, he gotta go. He gotta go, man. I'm with you, Lamp.
oh my, I didn't
All
even
right.
think of this.
This is my
And
tweet.
y'all already know how.
This is
feel.
my
What tweet
tweet.
is this?
All right, so for those who
Oh
are
my
listening
God.
and can't see, it's a picture of Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and James Harden when they were all on the Thunder. And the tweet says that if we get Lakers and Nets in the finals, this storyline is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
I don't even too much got nothing to say on that. I just want to hear what y'all got to say. So whoever want to go first, go ahead. Feel free to chime in.
Go ahead, Lamp.
At that point, I wouldn't even know who to vote for or who to go for because it is two players I want to get a ring. It's Russ and James Harden. Those are two players I want on my personal list. Those are two players
I
need
can
to
merge
get
that
a
for
ring.
him. I can merge that for Lamp. He ain't
So
wrong
I
when he
can
say
merch.
that.
Like, I
You
wouldn't
can
even
merch
know,
it, Jay.
Period, bro. I merged that.
So like at that point, it'll just be entertaining to me because at that point, whoever wins, I'll be happy because both them boys I want to see get a ring. But also, I feel like that goes to my point that if Russ has to go up against them boys in the finals, y'all already know he's amped up. Y'all already know he's motivated. He has a reason to play at 150%.
Right, is that good or bad?
You never know.
That's the issue. 150 ain't always been a good thing.
But depending on how his season goes with LeBron, I feel like that'll be a good thing.
Honestly.
Because his effort doesn't always equate to his decisions.
I think the Nets is pretty solid as far as their end of the bargain. I think the Lakers, there's a lot of question marks with this Lakers team.
True. But there was a lot of question marks with the Nets before they got to where they were at.
As far as with what?
Bro, at the beginning of the year, everybody was
Right,
talking about.
But the question, I'm not even talking about fit at this point. I'm talking about Bron.
You talking about personnel?
Personnel. Just Bron is at some point. It already looked like Father Time done he ain't tapped him on the shoulder yet, but like he at the party with him, and like he across the room. You know, like he ain't made his way over to him yet, but like they in the same crowd right now. You know what I mean? So like I don't know which LeBron we gonna get, and y'all know how I feel about this dude, but I really don't know what AD we gonna get.
And that's my biggest question mark. Are we gonna get the same AD that
2 years ago, where they were really, or when he won the title, and they were ranking him the second best player in the league coming into the season last year?
Or are we gonna get the AD that barely got 8 rebounds?
The one that came in and
He'll
said
be
he was out of shape.
he'll be fine with Russ there. Like I said, Russ is going to alleviate a lot off those guys just for like we said. We'll determine that once the roster gets whole. Cause I'm with y'all. I'm with Lamp. I think it could work. It has to work, but you know, some question marks, man. Some question marks.
Definitely, this is definitely some question.
No, this it would be a great finals because of this. I mean, look at all this. There's star power everywhere. Dude.
It's star power, yeah.
There's,
You also had Kyrie and LeBron in there as well.
Bro, there's exactly like.
Ooh, yeah, that is true.
The back and forth is gonna be crazy.
Damn,
Like,
I
this
didn't even think of that.
Yeah, like this would be a ridiculous series for so many reasons. So yeah, that's just like you said, not even much to say. Just the thought of this.
That's just
bro.
that's something to marvel at. But I like that tweet.
It just took us back a bit. I told Lam, I missed these times.
Man, what?
You cue us up for the next one, Remy.
Yeah. I was listening to DeRozan today, and he was like, the cool thing was back when he got in the league, and it was Tracy and Kobe still around. Like, you knew every night you had to go against this other team's best player and their role players, and whoever's best player and role players were better that night won. Rather than now, it's just different.
Man, so my tweet is so much more better now that Russ got traded. So, dang, that's crazy. This is the first time in a long time, I think, in what the tweet we all had one topic. We all picked basketball today. So that's super crazy. But
I originally picked something else, but I felt the vibe of the show, and I felt like that needed to be in there.
I like
it. I like it because we just broke down 4 football teams.
Let me at least get a quick, because the one that I was gonna put is just a real funny one. Can it go real quick after we're done with this one? And then you got to be up long. I just want to at least put it up there because it was an interesting thing.
What's up?
But all right, go ahead, Jay.
All right. Yeah, cool. This could be a quick hit, man. Bradley Beal has absolutely no desire to leave the Wizards, so that's what's on there. I just kind of wanted to put it out there, man. What do y'all think Bradley should do, man? Like, Bradley was the second best scorer last season, so what do you guys think Bradley Beal should do, man? That's all I want to know.
He better find a desire. Find one quick. Quickly.
But look, Kobe had times where he didn't have nobody with him.
Yeah, Brad Bill's not Kobe.
I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying that if are you a pro loyalty, pro player?
No, I'm pro. I'm pro. Get your money, get your bread, get your ring.
I'm pro. Get your ring. Is at this point, especially for Brad Bill. I'm sure Brad Bill wants a ring, and it ain't happening in Washington.
Clearly, he don't. He said he had no desire to leave the
I
Wizards.
guess not. Clearly,
they don't have a head coach. They don't have a point guard. Their second best player is Daniel Gafford. He's not trying to win. He must like the city.
Wait.
No, Street said it's Kuzma, bro. Street said it's Kuzma.
We can't do more Gafford slander.
That wasn't. I said his second best player.
Okay, I got you. I was just saying. I just knew what happened the last time somebody.
Oh yeah, I
Gafford.
refuse to slander that man again. He got Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and all them, and I said he's the second best player, and he averaged 7 points this year.
I think Brad Bill at the FIT point of his career, bro. For anybody who knows what FIT is, the F is an explicit, and the rest is it, and then after that is then. So explicit, it, then. That is what Brad Bill is at. Fit.
Bro, and it to me, it's the verbiage for me, bro. No desire.
He better than
He
that.
got no desire to leave.
I will say this. If the Wizards don't, and I gotta see what they look like in the draft.
Actually, hold on real quick. I forgot. They do got a coach. I ain't gonna disrespect their head coach. He's a black man. I'm sorry. Was it West Unseld Jr.?
Yeah. What's on
That's what they just picked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Shout
I'm
out.
not gonna disrespect no coach. That
No,
I forgot
facts.
they just hired one.
Shout out to West
Black man
Unseld
at that.
Melo, a real
Shout
one.
out that man.
Yes, you are real for that. Thank you for bringing that up. Cause shout out. But like I said, I got to see what the Wizards did in the draft. But if the Wizards don't get some talent soon, quickly,
You don't think Kuzma talented?
don't stop it, bro.
They said that he was just in the wrong situation. That he was just playing with LeBron.
Who said that?
People got me even starting to think twice.
Who said that?
I'm just saying. They said maybe. Jay Crowder has flourished ever since he left LeBron. Maybe he was.
You could
Jay
take
Crowder.
you could take that one down,
He's
Remy.
been in the finals every other year.
True. He's been in the finals, but he's flourished.
I mean, he was dancing on LeBron. What do you mean? Like he living his best life. What are you talking about?
Stop it.
Cade.
Wait.
That boy, they put the
'Cause
bus
I
on him.
definitely want to get into this.
They put the bus on
I definitely want to
him.
get into this. I definitely want to get into that. But I'm just going to say this. If they don't find some talent soon, Bradley Beal will be in a worse situation than Dame. But hey, everybody, go ahead. Go ahead, y'all.
Throw them buffs on, young
You
butt.
gotta clean in the bus, man.
Hey, my man Cade got the bus. Welcome to the family.
Hey, it didn't take long at all. I'm trying to see what Cade gonna do, bro. They didn't mess this up.
Welcome to the family. This is I said, Jalen actually said, and now I was seconding it. They couldn't mess up. It's too many
They
eyes
couldn't
around
mess this up,
to
man.
mess up.
They gotta put
Shout
some
out
butts in
Cade.
that
Shout
seat
out-
for that
hey.
new stadium, man. They gotta put some butts in
Man,
that
for
seat,
real.
man.
Shout out the Pistons for getting this one right. At least
Finally,
early.
man.
Yeah.
Bro, but wait.
Made
This
me
the
wanna go get
Pistons'
my
first
butts.
overall pick since 1970, bro. It's 2021.
Wait, they
It's-
haven't had a pick in 50 years? A first overall pick?
The first overall pick, they last had it in 1970, bro. So they could not mess this up, bro. They could not, bro.
You right.
Yeah, you right on that. Cause they done messed up Carmelo. They messed up Wade. They messed up D-Book. They messed up Mitchell.
Bro, there's a whole list of them. They had Middleton. I mean,
Shout out to
he's a
Cade.
champion. He,
Whoever drew that is tough. Bro,
Hey, Cade.
That
he
boy
got-
is ready.
He knew his time
wait,
it
did he
was.
got bus on right there? Them ain't bus. Is them bus?
Yes, bro. Them buzz,
It
bro.
looked like some bugs, bro. I ain't gonna cap. He knew he was
My
going to Detroit, bro. He
My
was talking
dog
about it
got
all
the
week,
bus
bro.
on.
Yeah, he knew what time it was, bro.
Shout out to all the draftees. Shout out to all of them, man.
Hold on,
Shout
what
out
is
to all
all
of them.
Hey,
these?
this was-
What's going on?
Real quick, this was my original one. I thought I just got a chuckle out of this. I was like, I'm gonna say this for the party. Listen, imagine it's because going back to the Olympics. Imagine the quarter from France trying to keep up with Tyreek. Man, we need to bring the
Bro.
football to the Olympics.
That score would
man, I
be
just-
100-0, bro.
Can you
They-
imagine
at that
Iran
point-
trying to guard Patrick Mahomes
Bro.
and
At that
Wait,
point,
see, this is the thing. And this is to bring it all full circle. The NFL, if they brought football to the Olympics, the NFL would do what the U.S. has been doing for the last 50 years,
and what?
and it'll be smacking the rest of the world until the rest of the world actually gets good at playing football. If that were the case, but
That's gonna
Yeah, no,
be
I
like
could-
that's gonna be way more years. I feel like of like
yeah, that's because they're starting to go global. That's why they got games all over the world now. But like you said, that's they're just introducing the sport at this point. To,
Yeah.
I mean, it's really not that they're introducing. I don't want to say introducing because everybody knows. Like people even in the other countries know what it is at least. But like they got to get people to start seeing it up close and personal, so you can start really connecting with it.
the only possible international, and I use the quotes very heavily with this. The only possible international team that could even get close to hanging with United States in football is freaking Canada, bro. That's it.
true.
And it's still
And
you
no,
can take that 2
and-
down, Remy.
And that's my thing. I'm saying like I'm not putting a time limit on it. I'm saying like that would be the
The snowball, yeah, I feel,
basically
yeah.
be the circle of life the whole thing.
The thing is with that is too the reason why football would never be in the Olympics is because the NFL would never allow their players to play in the Olympics for real. So like you got to think about like the NFL is probably like they're all business oriented, but the NFL is the most business oriented, and football is such a physical sport, and to do that year round, to come off a Super Bowl and then have to go to a summer, yeah, he'll shut that down. So I feel like it would just more so just be like semi-pro players that would probably go to the Olympics to represent us for real.
Well, so real quick, it's funny that you say that, Jay. I believe that it was either some world competition or something, but they had a competition and the U.S. finished third. It was either second or third, but they didn't take pros. They took like semi-pros from the U.S. So think about it. Our semi-pros are finishing second and third, and whatever they were doing, and it was a worldwide ranking. So, like I said, yeah, I gotta check a lot of that. Thinking the Tyreek really
that was funny.
See somebody, man.
Bro, Derrick Henry will run over the world, bro.
Thank you. Bro, Derrick Henry getting one of them dudes running up on him.
Hey, little man.
That man was stiff on the state of the whole country of France, bro.
Oh, man.
Well, man, that looks like we did it, y'all. Yeah, man.
Did we get through Rajah Bell's episode?
Yeah, that's Rajah Bell's episode.
That's Rajah Bell's episode, fellas. We got through it. Hey, shout out Rajah Bell once again, number 19, episode 19.
Hey, now. Hey, let's do shout outs.
Let's
do it. I'm gonna keep it quick. Shout out the gang, cause you know this ain't happening without the gang. Shout out Flyer Pop. Shout out Aaliyah Cherry Photography. Shout out Norris Vision. Hey, bro, Jay, I'm still waiting on that smell good. I need that smell good.
Big facts.
You know, I'm trying to hit the streets smelling like a goat. But
yeah, hopefully we open. Hopefully the world open.
True. But also shout out to my music group Frequent Flyers, FFREEQUENT Flyers. Go check us out. Go tap in. And we got merch. So just like I said, if you want anything, hit us up. Instagram, all the same tags, FREEQUENT Flyers. But who want to go next?
I can get mine out the way. Shout out to Aaliyah Cherry Photography. Follow Miko the Bully. Shout out the gang. You already know, Jay. We know. Yeah, Jay, you different. Listen, I'm waiting on you.
Don't start.
Huncho, no worries. I won't, bro. I just left it at that. You see, I was already on the Huncho, bro. Look, bro, I know that I'm good, bro. Shout out Huncho Norris Vision. You already know what time it is. Price going up. Hey, all right, we talked this week, bro. You already know what it is, bro. Hey, and low key, I'm gonna take time, cause I did this with Van, I was talking with a student during the week, and he came up. I just want to take time during my shout out. Remy, I appreciate you. I appreciate all the time and effort that you put into the work. I told Van, like I said, during the week, I gotta get better at giving flowers in the moment. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Jay-Tay, appreciate you. You already know, elevating everybody. Like I said, I appreciate it. I can't wait to see where you get as far as once you get to where you want to be. I'm curious to see where that's going to be, because the world is wherever your playground at the end of the day. D-Lamp, we go all the way back. You know what time it is. Yeah, bro. You know what time it is. Same with you. I can't wait to see as we continue to grow and get into what we really want to get into and where our lives taking us. Just the journey that we own, man. Like I said, this is a real special group.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious, even as a group, where we go, man. So I just want to take my time and shout out everybody. So I did Vans during the week. Shout out Van. Because I did it off camera. I'm gonna shout Van out again. Proud of you, bro. Seeing your growth from going from a football player. Like I told him, I seen him go from a football player, trying to figure out where he's gonna go next, to coaching, to picking up the camera, to doing all these different things, and finally narrowing it down and figuring out where he want to be and what he want to do. It's been amazing to watch. Like I said, I'm proud of the growth, especially as young black men and being able to do it with you guys, bro.
Don't forget to shout out yourself, bro. Like I said, I've seen you grow tremendously,
Big
bro.
facts.
Even bro, over the last year, bro.
Shout yourself
Over the
out,
last
man.
year, bro. You've accomplished so much, bro. You've accomplished so much, and I feel like that inspires me. It probably inspires the rest of the gang. So, bro, yeah, shout yourself out, bro. Make sure you pat yourself on the back. Make sure you go home with some flowers. You feel me?
I appreciate it. Like I said, when you surround yourself with people that are doing great things, you don't want to be the person that's not. So that's why I really believe that you are the sum of your 5 closest friends. You know what I mean? Like that's real. So, like I said, wanted to just take time to make sure that I acknowledge y'all fellas on our shout outs. You know what I mean? That's just how I was feeling this week.
Appreciate it.
Who next?
Shoot,
Yeah.
I'll go, man. I ain't gonna be long, man. Kind of like what Melo said. Just appreciate y'all boys, man. Just keep pushing, keep progressing. Shout out to, like Melo said, Remy. Just helping us out with everything. Remy really the person behind everything, making it all come together. So, and y'all don't even see him at all. So. Remy the guy behind everything. So shout out to Remy, man. Shout out to y'all and y'all personal endeavors, man. Keep pushing, keep striving. Lamp, Jay, keep going after y'all dreams, man. Chasing, grinding every day. Lamp, you know what I'm saying? Keep motivating others, keep grinding with your music, all that. Melo, like Lamp said, shout yourself out, man. It's love to show others love, but you gotta pat yourself on the back sometimes too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with saying, I'm proud of myself and just moving on from there. So ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah, that's all I got, man. I ain't finna shout myself out in that, man. I'm shout y'all out, man. I appreciate y'all boys, man. I shout myself out. I shout myself out every week.
Hey, you knew that was coming, brother. Come on now. You knew I had that coming ready for you, bro. Nah, all love, all love. You already know what it is.
Y'all them goats, man. Y'all are them goats, man. I don't even know how I follow up with all that. So I'ma just if you made it this far in the podcast, like we said, appreciate it. I love y'all, all 4 of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Just the work that we've doing, the progression that we've made in this show. But this show is dropping on August 1st, so I just think we've been through more than halfway through the year. And if you listening, you hearing about the greatness and how we support one another, go into your August 1st just thinking greatness. You can achieve anything you want to achieve. Just bring greatness to it, bruh. And I feel like, each week we do this podcast, we get a little greater each and every time. And, forward progression is what it's all about. So I want to use my shout out for the people, the listeners, everyone who supports us, who sits through the podcast this long every week when they short, when they long, you know what I'm saying? Be great in what you do. We gonna be great when we do our podcast. Lamp gonna be great when he do his music. Melo, Huncho, myself, we gonna be great when we do our work. So be great, man. And that's a word from the party, man. And like I said, man, it's all love, man. It's all love.
And just to add on real quick, because I love to tell the people we not here without them. So like you said, shout them out. We love y'all. We love y'all for y'all support. We love the support, and we thank y'all for it so much because like we ain't doing this for nobody. We doing this for y'all. So thank y'all for actually supporting us. And just to hop off what you said, Jay, we get better. I feel like we do get better every episode, and just to see where we came from, like we literally came from. Not everybody here knew what each other looked like.
Jalen and Van have never met.
Like Jalen and Van have never met. Like is crazy because like we actually came from like the party and actually got together and was able to do this and was able to take it forward and keep growing. So appreciate your shout out, bro. Making sure that people know that.
Dude, it's real. Y'all see, we growing. If y'all been following from the beginning, y'all see the evolution, right? Like y'all was here when we got the news that Van got the LLC. Y'all gonna get some news with Jay-Tay. Y'all gonna be here with us. Like that's the one thing I appreciate about the podcast is the people growing with us. You know what I mean? They get to see our journey and see us as just young black men doing what we do. You know what I mean? So with that being said, is that the conclusion of Mr. Rajah Bell?
Hey Rajah. The
Hey.
party.
Hey, Raja, we out of here.
We
Let's
out.
get it.
Party, we out.
Yes, sir.
Salute.
Y'all already know.